What is up, everybody? It is Wick here, and I've got some eBay sales to show you today. This is some stuff that I've flipped on eBay, doubling, tripling my money on some of these things, and it's pretty easy to do, and it's pretty awesome that you can just spend such little bits of money and multiply it into more money. It just makes garage selling and thrifting that much more enjoyable. Also, there's some retail arbitrage in here. I go buy clearance. You spend a little bit more for the clearance, but still, if you're more than doubling your money, that's really good. That's really good. I can't think of too many more easy ways to make money than that. So the first thing I got here for you is this vintage chess set. I picked this up at a yard sale. I bought this blind. It was $10. I did not look it up, and I wanted to get it lower. I was going to ask the guy, if he would take less for it. And he was an old guy. This is from 1959, and he said he bought that when he was a teenager, and you could tell he didn't really want to sell it. He had some memories with it, so I wasn't going to ask him to take less after he was telling me about it. So I paid the $10. I was hoping it was a nice chess set. It was going to be worth a lot of money. However, it was worth a lot less than I thought. I did end up selling it pretty quick, though. I got $40.54 shipped. And I only made $17.33 on that, but I only paid $10 at a yard sale. I sold it, I shipped it, I paid all the fees, and I made $17.33. So I more than doubled my money. So I would probably pick this up again if I was to see it at that price even. I did calculating shipping on it because I didn't want it to end up going all the way to California or somewhere and me paying $20 to ship this thing and not making any money. So I think I priced it at $29.99, and it didn't cost much to ship. I think like just under $9, and this box was huge, so I was a little bit worried, but it worked out in the end, and I made some money. Next we have some Edmonds. These are the monk style straps, I guess you would call them. They got the straps on them. You can see they had a little bit of wear down here around the toe. Of course, just closed that, and I priced them kind of low because of that, and priced them at $39.99. Now, I'm pretty sure I wanted to calculate shipping on this one. For some reason, when you're listing a lot of stuff, you sometimes don't click that little box for free. You accidentally click it on one item and it stays on there. eBay is so weird. It's like every time you go to list something, it's like all the settings are random. It's so bizarre. But I missed it. I wanted to do calculated shipping on this, so I ended up eating the shipping cost. Of course, it shipped, I believe, to California or Washington. I'm in Ohio, so it was far away, so I probably paid max shipping for this. Probably around $15, if I remember right. I only paid $4 for them. I got them half off at Salvation Army. They were $8 at Salvation Army. I got them half off for $4. And sold them for $39.99 free shipping, made $15.42. So still, that's almost 4 times my investment. So again, anytime you can just take $4, that's not much. It's so little to risk. A lot of people go and spend $4 on a lottery ticket and they don't win anything. Go buy some Edmonds shoes for $4 at a thrift store and put them on eBay. Make some money that way. So yeah, I had like a week where I was just finding Edmonds like everywhere I went. It was pretty random. So here's something I don't even know. I made so much return on investment on this one because this was a sealed Blu-ray. I picked this up at a church rummage sale. I only paid $0.25 for it, and I sold it for $11.99 on eBay. It cost $2.75 to ship media mail, and I made $7.14. So I only paid $0.25. Like a lot of people, they look at $7.14 and they say that's just not worth selling. That's not a lot of money. Yeah, but I only spent $0.25 to make that. And I only spent less than 5 minutes to list this thing because it's already sealed. I just took a picture of the front and the back and listed it. Very easy to do to make that kind of money. Very easy to ship. And I would do it all day long. I'll pay $0.25 for media that I can sell for $11.99. Even $10, I think media is worth selling. Here's a good example of when things go bad, you can still make money if you're buying stuff cheap enough. I bought this electronics learning lab at a yard sale for $5. It had the box, it had the actual board that went with it, And these are just the parts. The board, I was getting ready to, I actually took pictures of the board and everything and went to open the battery compartment, and the batteries had exploded in it, acid corrosion everywhere, and I could not get it to work. I tried cleaning it. So I said to myself, I'm just going to donate this to Goodwill. Maybe somebody can fix it, or, whatever. And then I thought, well, maybe I'll just list these parts, because I don't see really anyone else doing that. So I went ahead and just listed these for $17.99, and they actually sold like within the first day, I think. So I think I could have got more money, but I got, after fees and shipping and everything, they shipped first class. I made $5.39. So I more than doubled my money just on the parts of a unit that didn't work. So that's why I like to buy things cheap, especially if I don't know if they work. You could have been like, well, I can spend $15 on this and still make $10 or $15. Well, if it doesn't work, you're out of a lot more money. And then selling the parts, I would only recovered like a third of my investment. So if you're buying smart, it's really hard to lose money reselling, honestly. Like, there's very, very few items. I've sold over 10,000 items, I'm sure, by now. And I can think of very few instances where I lose money, other than like a return or something being broken by a customer, stuff like that. But even then, I keep it minimal loss because I'm buying smart. So always think outside the box. Like, maybe you could have just seen this and the guy's like, hey, this learning lab, the batteries exploded, they didn't work. So you could offer $1 and be like, I can sell the parts. So definitely parting out stuff is good money. Hey, look, another pair of Allen Edmonds. These are Interstate 90 driving loafers. I got these for $5 at a Goodwill. It's shocking how sometimes you go in and you'll see a pair of shoes like this at the same Goodwill, priced at $70. Then a few shoe spots down, there's another nice pair that's worth more than the $70 pair, and they got them priced at like $5. So you never know with Goodwill. You never know who's pricing stuff. I know people bash Goodwill a lot. I do myself. I don't like unfair prices. Like, if they would have priced these at $10, maybe I wouldn't have bought them, but I would still be like, well, that's kind of a fair price because they're Allen Edmonds. But if they would have priced them at like $30, that's pricing too high. That's not even, worth it. So I'm really judgmental on pricing, aren't I? But anyway, Allen Edmonds driving shoes. Paid $5, sold them for $43.39. Made $23.89. So that's more than 4 times my investment on those. So that's really good flip. These actually sat for a decent amount of time. I think I've had them for 3 or 4 months on eBay. But the thing with shoes, you gotta expect they're gonna sit for a while because people are gonna want that style, size, everything has to line up for a buyer to come along. So you don't want to be paying $15-20 to make, just a few dollars and have these sit forever, because bad things. Another thing with shoes, you got to remember, people are more likely to return stuff like that because they're going to try them on and they're going to say, oh, these don't fit right. And they're going to want to return. And depending on how they do the return, you may have to pay for return shipping. It's just part of the business. It's unfortunate, but you have to factor in all that stuff, and you can't let that stuff discourage you from selling. I've seen so many people say, I'm not selling on eBay because I don't want to deal with returns. People are going to rip me off. If Walmart or Meijer or Lowe's or any of these big chain stores had that mentality, they would not be multi-billion companies. So, just keep that in mind. This was a sweet, quick flip. I got this in Goodwill at Magic Jack Go. It was sealed. Wasn't going to sell it on Amazon, but I decided Magic Jack Go could be one of those brands that contact you and say, hey, quit selling our product. You don't have the right to sell that. It's like, yes, I do. I bought it. I'm allowed to sell your product. But anyway, I sold it. I chose to sell it on eBay. I only had one of them. And sold it for $34.99, paid $5, made $19.30. It sold within like 2 days. Shipped first class. So again, that's a 4 times, making 4 times your money there on a Magic Jack Go I just found in Goodwill that was still sealed. More shoes. I've had a good run on shoes the last few months. Skechers Shape Ups. These are work Skechers Shape Ups. couple months ago, I sold a pair of men's like dress shoes type shape ups for like $70. And these I got at Salvation Army. I paid $7 for these. Sold them for $69.04. And I might have been able to get more because I think these sold within like 8 hours of me listing them. And it just so happens that somebody that had that size, I think this was like size 5 or 6 in women's, and they wanted this style, and it was just it just worked out. If I priced it higher, maybe they would have overlooked it and no one else would have came along for 5 months. Who knows? Either way, I sold it. I got $37.51. So that's a good return on your investment for sure. Only had $7 tied up in them. And Skechers shape ups, especially the odd ones like the work shoes or the dress shoes, the basic athletic shoes sometimes don't sell for as much. But if you're getting them for $4 or $5 and they're in good condition, they still move. The Living Bible, paraphrased, red letter edition. Sold a lot of Bibles over the years, and I paid $0.25 for this one at a yard sale. Kind of less than that because I picked up 3 books out of a box that I wanted. Didn't look up any of the books, and I said, how much for these books? And she said, you can have them all. And I said, oh, well, I have $0.25 in my pocket. Just take that. And she said, oh, thank you. So just trying to, improve that karma, I guess, do the right thing, help her out. She's given me 3 books for free. One of them I knew I was going to make money on. The other 2 they weren't worth it. I couldn't sell them. I ended up putting them in a donation box to donate to Goodwill. But this one I did sell for $14.99, shipped for I think like $3, $2.75, $3.18, something like that. And I got $9.58 profit in the end, and it sat for maybe 2 weeks. So certain Bibles people will buy. This is one of them. This is from like 1971. It's like the leather bound hardcover. The soft cover ones don't do as well. If it wasn't red letter edition, it probably wouldn't do as well. And I could have maybe squeezed $19.99 out of it. It might have sat for a while. It does have like a scratch kind of in the middle. I think that's probably why I priced it, because sometimes I've gotten $20 for these before. I think I just wanted to move it because I'm getting too much stuff. And I just wanted to clear out more room and just turn this stuff into money. So $9.58, that's a huge return on investment, considering I really didn't pay anything for it. Here's some Walmart retail arbitrage. I picked these up at Walmart in a clearance aisle, and what I pay for these, $18.23 after tax. So sold them for $59.99. I got $26.39. I bought 2 of them. So between the 2, I made $52.78. And these shipped easy. I put them in a poly bubble mailer, so they shipped for $7.33. Easy. I just did Walmart. I think this is one of the times I wasn't even sourcing. It's just like I need some groceries. Stop in Walmart and get some butter. Oh, better check the clearance aisle. Oops, I made $58. Or I guess $52. But yeah, I love selling clearance. And finally here, we got this Sony CyberShot camera. I picked this up at a random yard sale. It happened on like a Tuesday, I remember. And I got it for $5, and I sold it for $49.99 and made $30.59. It didn't have like the cable to hook up to the computer. It didn't have a memory card. It didn't have any batteries. It takes rechargeable batteries. I guess you can use you can use AA. I think it took 4 AA, because that's how I tested it, and it worked fine. I just sold it like that with nothing else, and I still got $50 for it. And I probably could have got 10 or 20 more. I was thinking about ordering a cable for it, maybe a card, but I'm like, it's just not worth it. It's just list it, move it, and make the money. And again, return on investment was great. So out of all those 10 items, I spent $60.33, and after everything sold and I paid the fees and shipping, I made $217.93. And it's hard to think of a more, at least for me, a more enjoyable way to make money. Flipping things is just so fascinating. The hunt for things, finding something for $5 and being able to turning into $30, where that may have been like 3 or 4 hours of working a job. It's just there's such a freedom feel to it, and I really love doing it. But I hope this video helped you out. If it did, make sure to hit that like button, be subscribed. You can follow me, my vlogs. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, flipping_junk. I'm actually going to get a Facebook page soon so people can kind of chat in a community. Just time. It's always time. Just trying to find more time to do stuff. So look for that in the future. And this has been Wick. Till next time.